guest.
What's up, guys? How are y'all doing?
Hey, it's like I haven't been here in a couple weeks.
I know this has been probably the busiest summer that the three of us have had since we started doing this entire thing.
Probably, at least this part of the summer so far.
Yeah, kicking it off.
Yeah,
tonight's special guest star, Beryl. Yeah, dude, that's no joke. I'm up here in Wisconsin, and I'm like, we actually had to have a sit down conversation as to whether or not we need to go home and storm-proof the house and, get down there and work on my parents, my in-laws' houses, do that kind of stuff. It doesn't look like we're going to have to, but it's a conversation we have to have. So we figured, if we have to have that conversation, there's probably a few of us that need to have a conversation. And if it's not that, it's flooding up north, it's drought in the middle, it's just weird weather across the board all the way around.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, I did see where the Simpsons had predicted the first ever F6 tornado for 2024. So maybe they got it wrong and it's a hurricane category 6.
A Cat 6 hurricane. Oh, dude. Yeah, you could set your watch by the Simpsons these days.
It's died down a little, but not much. I don't think anybody knows what it's really going to do. Once it hits Yucatan Peninsula, it can go any direction. It can die. It can get back over water and pick back up. So who knows?
Right.
Oh, this is interesting. Check this. Oh, this is really interesting. So the chat just got really intriguing here. Check this out. So Wild Game Pursuit says he's hoping to head down here for storm work. Head down to Texas. So if that's the case, and if you are in the vicinity of Padre Island, by the vicinity, I mean if you're within 3 hours of Padre Island, then we need to have a chat. We need to get you down to the beach to do some storm work with us. And then on top of that, Peter's talking about coming down right after the hurricane too. We could have some fun with this, guys. Like we could mess some stuff up.
That's it. Sounds good. What's up, David Martin? Yeah, hopefully it stays south, I guess. I don't know. John was saying backstage before the show that Texas really needed the rain. So,
yeah, you got to pray for the folks on the coast if there's a direct hit. The silver lining would be it would really help with all the drought that we have down here right now. Could help. Might not do crap. Depends on where it goes and what's it do.
I know my yard and my garden would appreciate a little water. I don't know how much one tropical storm, one hurricane is going to contribute, but it helps.
It's slow moving. It can fill stuff up pretty quick.
True. I don't mind if it sits on top of us for a week. That would be a really nice week.
And so they're driving down to see Dad in Rockport tonight, and if they have to, they'll evacuate them. Smart.
Look at this. See, this is exactly what a hurricane is supposed to be like. A bunch of friends getting together and drinking a bunch of beer, not at work. So I like what we're doing here. Yeah, evacuation excuses to get everybody down for some fishing. Ben, I got your back on that. If anybody needs my phone number, as a reference to call for like storm stuff, I've got your back on that. I've done it plenty of times.
National Hurricane Center. Let's see what they're talking about timeline now.
Yeah, David, they're dealing with fires in Canada.
So Saturday-ish. Saturday morning. And they show anywhere along the Mexican coast all the way up to the Corpus area. Anywhere along in there it kind of shows up.
Yeah, I'll pull up the spaghetti model, but that's basically it. They're looking like this weekend. It's on the Yucatan now. It's about to hit the Yucatan.
Yeah, it'll hit the Yucatan on Thursday night. So right now it's just south of Dominican Republic, I think it is. Jamaica's going to take a direct hit. So feel bad for the folks in Jamaica. We'll go right over them. Jamaica is going to hit Wednesday morning. So Wednesday morning there, Thursday evening Yucatan, and then Saturday morning somewhere along the coast, Gulf Coast there somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like the northern part's going to hit the southern part of Haiti. Looks like on the radar tonight.
Yeah, Cuba could get some of it, or we'll get some of it. Just depends on how wide it is when it goes through there.
Looking for the spaghetti model on it.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's pretty wicked looking. If you've seen the picture of that above it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the stats on this thing for anybody who hasn't already been inundated this with, via the Weather Channel and everybody else. This is the largest storm we've ever seen this early in the season.
Right.
And that far out too in the Atlantic.
And that far out in the Atlantic, yeah. So this is what we're looking at here.
I think it was previously July 15th was the earliest of a Category 5. Now it was July 1st.
So I'm looking at a wind model while you're looking at that. And it says when it hits Jamaica, it'll still be winds 110 miles an hour. By the time it leaves Jamaica and gets to Yukon, it's forecasting 74 to 110 miles. When it leaves the Yukon, they're saying 39 to 72 miles per hour. So it does that. It's going to weaken substantially before it makes landfall beyond the peninsula, Mexican peninsula.
Yeah, that's really interesting to me. I did not expect that. I knew the Yucatan, when it hits there, I think they were talking, like you said, 150 plus mile an hour winds. It's going to be a Cat 5. And so the Yucatan's going to knock it down. Now, what surprises me is that it's not going to pick up as much when it hits the Gulf of Mexico. We're looking at, like you said, I think they were predicting, what I saw was like 60, 65 mile an hour winds.
Yeah.
And if it hits Mexico with that, that's going to mean rain for Texas. Houston's going to see very little rain. We'll get a good amount of rain. And that's going to be that, 30 mile an hour winds. Pretty typical stuff for us.
You're going to be on the right side of it. So that's the side that gets usually the most rain. So that's good for us, I guess you could say. Because we need that dang rain.
Ben says his boss is in California, so tomorrow he's got to work. But you got Thursday and Friday. Oh, yeah, okay. So I was thinking tomorrow's the 4th. But yeah, okay. So Thursday and Friday off. I'm kind of in a similar boat on that. I'll have those. I'll be fishing up here in Wisconsin. And yeah, he says, I don't put a lot of stock in fear news. So that last one we just had, Alberto, people in my area were, freaking out, buying up water and toilet paper and doing all this nonsense. And I was sitting there just cussing them out the entire time. Like that fear mongering so that they can make a few bucks on the Weather Channel and stuff like that sucks.
That will happen.
Not a fan of that.
National Hurricane Center. I hope they're more straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's ugly right now, but who knows what it's going to look like when it gets close.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully you guys will just get some rain, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Maybe some fish. Right. Maybe it'll push some fish inshore.
Hey, Janet.
Hey, Janet. Yeah, that was another thing that I was thinking about. So the storms coming in the Gulf, they have a tendency of stirring it up, which that sucks when you're catching fish. When there's fish out there, it stirs them up and it scatters them off. But there hasn't been that many. We haven't seen mahi in a while. We haven't been, slaying wahoo or anything like that. So hopefully, maybe this will stir some things up, and we'll get some of those fish coming in from the Atlantic or that area that they're in now around the Yucatan. Will push them up in our area. So maybe we'll get something out of it. I'm just hoping I haven't seen blue water for the last time in 2024.
All right.
Because a good hurricane that'll stir up the Gulf for weeks.
Right.
What's up, Ben?
Yep. Ben in the house. How you doing? I missed his live stream yesterday. I wanted to see it too because I guess that deal with the stuff messing up the fish in the Florida Keys is still ongoing, and I don't know. Did they get an answer yet, Ben? It sounds like they still don't know what it is. Hey, Mojo boy.
So, Mo.
I know I missed that stream as well. I missed a lot of things, to be honest with you. My apologies on that. But some of the stuff that I've seen on that, I know we've talked about it in the past, but man, the footage some of the way the fish are reacting down there is really weird.
It is. It's bizarre.
Yeah, I missed it too. We were out on a country cruise. We were sitting and watching deer out on the farm.
10 days. And there was a storm in 2012 that rolled up the East Coast for election. The Cat 2, though. Or at least that then a day. Yeah, I don't know. Well, they're still trying to figure it out, but they are eliminating some things like red tide. Well, I guess that's the process of elimination. Figure out. The last thing I heard was maybe some new algae that they didn't know of before, but that was a while ago. So still don't know. Crazy.
That's another thing. We don't need to get into that conversation because I think we're all well aware of where it's going, where it stands. But it's an election year, so there's going to be you're going to hear stories about how one side or the other is, controlling these storms for election purposes, or there's going to be fear mongering in the storms in order to sway the election, stuff, crap like that. Get ready for it.
A new form of toxic algae. Yeah, I think that's what I had heard too, Ben. But they don't know. They haven't proven anything yet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is crazy. So, who's doing what for the 4th of July? It'd be an early hurricane party, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
It's weird when 4th of July is on like Thursday. 4th of July on a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday is just weird.
I love it because to me, that's not like you're going to take Thursday off and then go to work on Friday. No, you're not. Even if you are, no, you're not. You're going to phone it. It's going to be a phone it in Friday. It's going to be a 3.5 day weekend.
We'll see.
I'll be the first one to admit that's what I'm doing.
I might call in sick Friday. I don't know. We'll see. Everybody else has got, for the military, right? The active duty folks, it's a training holiday. So they'll all be off Friday anyway. So it's just the civilians that aren't off. And so there's really nothing going on, right? So it's just a really slow, boring day.
Yeah, that's what it,
I'm sure
that's what it should be.
You've got plenty of sick time to use in your next 213 days.
I do. I've
Right.
been using a lot of it, but I do have a lot to use. Ben says it's gotten up to Tampa Bay now. Wow, I have not seen that. That's not good. Spreading is bad. Spreading is bad.
That's right. There it is.
Yeah, yeah, baby.
Behind the scenes, it was funny. We were trying to figure out what the count on the days was, and John didn't know because he's got it down to hours. He's starting to count hours.
Yep. January 31st at 4 p.m.
Very nice.
I tell you what, I'm planning on. So check this out. I'll let you in on the behind the scenes thing because God knows how long it's gonna take me to get the video edited and stuff. But so I'm in Wisconsin, which coming from South Texas, to me, this is like I cannot imagine a better way of spending, the 4th of July is in this kind of environment right here with my wife's family.
Yep.
And so they've got, things that I'm not accustomed to, liquor in the gas stations and really unique beer. Like I'm loving myself some Leinenkugels here, which is made like right down the street.
Right.
And they've got the most amazing fireworks stands. Like it blows what we've got out of the water. And I'm not going to spoil it because I've got a lot. This is going to play into the video. We went to the fireworks stand to get all the fireworks that we're going to, go nuclear on the 4th of July this year. Rachel, if you didn't know, is a freak for fireworks. Like that is just her thing. When she is in the fireworks store, that is her environment. That is where she is most comfortable in the world. So she was in there, and I filmed the entire thing. They had music playing in the background, so I don't know how much of the audio I can use for that, but I'm going to have this as a major portion of the fishing video that I'm filming. And this is, I'll give you like the one little, ooh-wee. There it is. So this was our first day of fishing while we were up here. That's the fishing part of it. I'm not going to spoil any of the rest of it. Just know it is going to be an explosive video by the time I'm done with it.
Nice.
It's like you had a good day on some bluegills.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, fatties. Yep, that does look good.
I had to be told, and it's going to play into the video here, but I had to be told that I was no longer allowed to keep fish.
He wanted to keep all the fish.
Yeah, I was keeping everything.
Like,
And they finally had to lay down the hammer. They had to have an intervention with me. My brother-in-law there, Sean, and that's my nephew Bryce, who got himself a nice little smallmouth. And so my brother-in-law and Rachel had to pull me aside and be like, "Hey, you have a problem and you need help. You're not allowed to keep any more fish."
Need therapy. So I bet there was a heck of a fish fry.
There hasn't been yet. We haven't had a chance to do one. My nephews are playing baseball, so like every night it's been baseball. We went to a triple header the other day, and so we haven't had a chance to do a fish fry yet. I think the plan is to do it tomorrow.
Good.
I think.
Good. That'll be good. If you're wondering, Michigan, I did 0 fishing while I was up there. Was fully engaged with family, friends, and work on the old house because Leonard's been doing the addition, and so we had some stuff we needed to do on the house.
How's that coming along?
Looking good. Bathroom, shower area, all that's done. We were using the bathroom. Got to run some more electrical and then get that inspected, and then you can finish putting up drywall in the areas that aren't. So it should be relatively done this time next year. We told them we'll paint, we'll figure out flooring, and I'm going to do trim work. So basically all I need to do is finish the front deck, which is really nice. It's a porch, right? And then electrical and drywall, and then pretty much the rest is going to be left up to others.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excited to see it.
Yep. And a little
Big
bit
change.
Huh? Yeah, it is a big change. Our bedroom is really nice now. You walk in, it's like, wow, look at all the room in here.
So how many feet did you add on to it?
200 and I think it was 280 something square feet total.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I went from like 900 square feet to over 1,000 square feet.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. 2 bedroom, 2 bath. That's what I wanted. My whole thing was I wanted a bathroom. The extra stuff was making our bedroom bigger, a walk-in closet area, and then expanding. You guys remember where the living room was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that blew out 12 feet to one side also. So it's a lot bigger.
So there's room to put a cot in there next time we head up to Saginaw
Oh,
Bay.
yeah. Yep. It's kind of be our office, hobby area. I'm going to have my rod building set up in there. Audrey, while she's still working, will have her office in there. So, yeah, it's going to be nice.
Yeah, that's rad. I'm hoping and I'm planning that you will be doing your live streams from in there.
Oh, yeah, probably. I'll have my computer in there. A computer. I'm not sure
Yeah.
what computer, but a computer. Yep, for sure. Let's see. No one else is saying anything they're doing for the 4th of July. For me, I used to love fireworks, but now that I've got dogs, the whole family has dogs that spaz the frick out. I'm not a big fan about fireworks. I'd rather they just not happen, but I know they're gonna. So give the dog drugs and drive on.
Yeah. If we get invited to go somewhere, we usually go, but we haven't been invited anywhere this year. But yeah, I love fireworks too.
Yeah, we won't go anywhere. Now, when we were in Michigan, I got video at night of it. The fireworks are set off right there back behind our house. So we just sit in the backyard and watch the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a cool deal here. We've been having a lot of rain pushing through, so some of the little towns in the area have been firing off their fireworks on different nights. And they had a really cool deal at the triple header my nephew was playing, where they aligned the market days, like the market days. They aligned that event with this baseball tournament they were having and the fireworks. So it was like a whole day of like, we watched like 6 baseball games, went around to the market. Of course, we had to get brats and do the whole completely Wisconsin thing. Nice. And then at the end of it all, we were sitting out there sunburned as heck in the parking lot, and they were firing off the fireworks from the baseball field. Not the one that the kids were playing in, but the baseball field right next to it.
Wow. Man.
So, yeah, it was like the most American experience ever.
Yeah, that's a setup.
Heck yeah. Yeah, they've been shooting them off various nights around different towns around here. I think in Metropolis, they're on Friday night this year.
Yeah,
make it for the weekend.
We'll have fireworks going off all week this week, just because that's what people do.
Yeah,
right here in the city, they're banned. You're not allowed to. But if you look outside at the sky on the 4th and City, it's full of fireworks. They're just nobody's going to stop them.
They're illegal in Illinois. When we were teenagers, the cops would come and take your shit. Now I don't think they even say anything to them.
Yeah, they have a special number you could call to report somebody, but who needs to do that?
Yeah, I'm saying Friday night's the big fireworks show that the city and the casino put on. Yeah, they were shooting them off at 6:30. I was out watering the grass yesterday, and 2 hours before it even gets dark, and they're out there shooting them.
That's crazy. That's another thing that's weird. We're an hour difference from Michigan, right? Time here in Texas. But in Michigan, the sun was coming up at 5:30 in the morning. It's getting light out. We have a new window right over our bed, a narrow one, right? That does one of those lean open type things. I really like it. We have nothing on it yet, curtain-wise, because it's tall, it's high. Nobody can look in it. But the sun would shine in that sucker at 5:30 in the morning. Here, it's just starting to get light around 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, I don't know why it's such a big difference between the two. I guess it's more south.
Yeah, it's about 5:30 here when it starts peaking.
That's crazy.
We that first day that we were down here, and that's one of the things I love about coming here. But man, it takes a little bit of adjustment. We we went to bed after getting here that afternoon. Hung out, had dinner, and then went to bed, and planned to go fishing the next morning. And we're like, okay, so what time we're going fishing? And I was like, well, let's make an early one because I want to catch some fish. I've got coolers to fill, and so I think we agreed to go out at like 5 in the morning. I think we set the alarm for like 4:50, and we were leaving at 5. It was just up and out, and we went straight to the lake and launched. And we were like, I don't even know how early we were on the water. We had to stop and get gas, so there was that. And it's like a 45-minute hour drive. So we were on the water at right around 6, and the sun was up.
Yeah.
It wasn't coming up. It was morning time. We felt like I felt like, oh man, we missed time, And we didn't. We did just fine. Caught fish. Took us a day and a half to kind of get on the walleye, but we found them just in time for me to have to go to work and everybody else to have fun with the other days. But we got them.
Yep, good. Dark Soldier says no fireworks.
Yeah, he's saying there's a $2,500 fine for like party poppers. That's not fun.
He's in.
Do they do city fireworks or anything?
Or New Zealand? In New Zealand?
Dark Soldiers, he's here. He's in the Midwest. I forget which state, but I know he's up here in this vicinity.
Could be 10 years in prison, he said. Holy smokes.
What state are you in? Yeah, they have to go to Missouri or Kentucky to buy them. But, I mean, it's not that far. An hour
Here they just get outside of the city limits, and you can buy them. So once you cross out of city limits, all these stands are set up.
Oh, he's in Illinois.
Yeah.
He's in it must be in northern Illinois.
Yeah, I see. Because I apologize, man. It's been a minute since we talked about you, because he's always making trips. I've seen him taking trips up here to Wisconsin. Like he had a whole thing he did in the Discord server on that a while back.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Northern Illinois. I
Forget.
apologize for not remembering that, man.
Yeah.
So what you need to be doing then is heading up here to Wisconsin. I know a particular town that's about to get nuked with fireworks in southern Wisconsin.
There's your invite.
Yep. Got to be careful about announcing that, because I can't even talk about some of it because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. We have a friend that's, not that we're doing anything bad, but we have a friend that's going to prevent us from getting into any trouble. I'm going to keep it at that.
That's a good friend. Keep you from getting
Yep, family friends.
That's good.
Got to have one of them.
Yeah. So Grant, what have you been up to? We haven't heard anything from you yet.
Seen some gardening videos.
Yeah, I did put out a garden update, I guess last Wednesday.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet. Dang it.
Put out a couple shorts, some sunflowers with the goldfinches, and
I did see a short.
put out the fishing tackle box backpack.
Yeah, I got some videos to watch.
And I put out the landscape lighting video yesterday. Pretty cool.
I got a lot of videos to watch.
He's been hoofing it.
The whole time I was in Michigan, I watched 0 YouTube videos.
That's been me in Wisconsin. I have not had time.
Yeah.
Have not had a chance.
Yeah. You always had something going on.
I haven't watched much. I got about 30 minutes in last night. I've been busy in the garden. We've been busy at the farmer's market on Saturday still. It has slowed down a little bit. The vendors and the crowd to come buy stuff both have slowed down, but still been doing all right.
Yeah, I've been seeing videos on Facebook.
We went out to the farm last night and sat right before dark, and there was four does that came off the south side, crossed the road, and then there was 4 does that crossed the east side, and then there was 4 that was still on the property, and then there was two bucks, and then there was a doe and a set of twin fawns. So altogether there were 17 deer last night out there.
So you getting trail cams put up anytime soon?
I need to. I can't decide. I emailed a couple today because, I think if I'm going to be promoting, essentially posting pictures or videos from my trail camera, essentially I'm going to be promoting their company as well, because whoever's trail camera I do decide to go with, their company's stamped on there. So I have emailed a company today. I'm going to see what they say first, and if they say no, then I'm going to email the next company in line, because I think it's kind of it's advertising. I think, I don't see the issue with them, giving me a free camera or giving me a deal, because, it's a monthly. All of them have a monthly. The cameras themselves are all average price, $50 to $200, just depending on which one you want. But it's that monthly subscription.
I've got one camera, and there's no monthly subscription. You go and pull the SD card and check the photos yourself. And while I was in Michigan, we went and visited our. I don't know if you guys remember Stephen Lindsay. That's Audrey's cousin. Stephen's a big time hunter.
Younger
to another house. They got some more land, and so we went over there and ate with them. And then he took me out on his little side by side and drove through, showing me all his food plots and his stands and all. I'm like, holy crap, man! He has got a setup up there. That is sweet. Audrey's like, if we're ever there, because season starts in October up there. Wherever they're during that season, I want you to get some venison. I said, I don't need horns. Let me shoot a big fat doe up there.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know what I mean? I'll be happy with that and get some venison. So we'll see. Maybe someday I'll get to do that.
Yeah.
Dark Soldier.
He was telling me about the trail cam. He could check it from his phone. So that must be a subscription like you're talking about.
Right. That's what I want. when a deer walks by, I want it to send me a picture. So I know. I mean, I know several guys that's got them.
Yeah.
They've got the Tacticam, which I've got a successful video from Tacticam. I think it's got over 50,000 views. I've emailed them, and you're not big enough. You need to have at least 50,000 subscribers. All right, whatever.
No, you're gonna have a nice setup up there. I know that.
So that's what I want. I mean, I know a guy he'll be hunting in the stand over here, and a deer will walk past his camera, and he'll get a picture, on his phone, and be like, okay, I know that deer's coming. I think that's pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah, that is crazy.
But I think it'll be neat to get one out there to watch them grow too, because the 2 bucks that we saw, they were already out, but the antler, the length hasn't started growing yet.
Yeah,
they still
you see people doing that where 2 years ago or 3 years ago, and then 2 years ago, and then we saw them this year, and you can see the growth of the buck. That is pretty neat to watch.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't think it'll be any issue killing doe or a little buck for sure. There might not be any monster bucks out there like the one behind Stanley over there, but that's a nice deer.
That's a good one, right? I had plenty of options here. He's got a lot, but that's one of my favorites.
Yeah, I like them split brow tines and split G2s. That's nice.
Yeah, got some junk on it.
Mm-hmm. But no, we'll see.
That's gonna be fun to watch.
The east field, the beans, you probably shouldn't walk through right now. They're getting pretty thick. The west field where the fawns were yesterday and where the bucks were, those beans, they're looking pretty rough. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's the field that we want to do all the dirt work in. So we'll see.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to watching the process. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I want to see that too. I want to see. I'm assuming that's all going to make its way on the YouTube and stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
potentially.
Yeah. Take advantage of that.
That's gold right there.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I do got some. Go ahead.
So every time we do go out there, we got to stop at the bridge that the ditch runs under and look and see if there's any fish. And there's some bluegill. There's probably not as many to fill up a cooler like Stanley had, and they're not quite that big, but there are some little 4 or 5 inch bluegill in there.
Let them grow.
Yeah, that's cultivating size. There's things you can do about that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
I have fallen in love with the bluegill thing. Like Peter's up there in Waco. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get him into that. Get him to start doing some bluegill fishing up there.
I can remember catching bluegill in Killeen.
Yeah.
Where is Killeen? I know that. I've been around there. I forget where that's at.
Close to Fort Hood.
Okay.
Yeah, and you got 2 lakes there near Fort Hood. What are they? I just saw one of them once. We were fishing white bass.
I was a kid. I was 4th grade, 3rd grade, 4th grade.
Pull it up real quick.
Yeah, Peter, the rigs are real. They're real easy. It's just, there's kind of different ones that you can use, but it's just like you take night crawlers and you use a little, like a jig head with a skirt, and you put that on with a piece of night crawler or a wax worm, and that's just it. You put it under a little bobber and put it next to structure. Lake Belton is what Ben says.
Belton's one of them. There's another one there too.
Belton Lake, isn't that right by you, Peter? Hey, Aeon. How you doing there, man?
With an S.
Also, hi, Susie. Appreciate you coming and hanging out with us. And Ben, real quick, I wanted to let you know. So I know it took me forever, and I apologize, but I have the snapper video coming out tomorrow. So I took a little extra time on it. I wanted it to be a good one. I'm really proud of it. It's been a fun video to do. So be ready for it. It's coming out finally.
So there's Stillhouse, Hollow Lake, and Belton, Lake Belton. They're both right there. That's right near Fort Hood.
So Mark J?
Yeah, so Belton Lake is like 30 minutes away from Peter. We haven't hit that one yet.
Well, and you go past Stillhouse to get to that. Stillhouse will be even closer.
Ben, so one of my things for this year is a couple of years ago I did the whole thing where I hammered out like 120 videos in a year. I was literally doing like there was a time there where I was doing 3 or 4 a week, and it wore me out, and I wasn't happy with the videos I was making. It was kind of like I was doing the YouTube thing just for the sake of YouTube. This year I'm taking the time. I don't care if like people don't subscribe, or I don't care like what the nonsense is. The whole deal is like I want to be proud of the videos that are coming out. If it's going to sit there for 2 weeks or a month, I want it to be a good video. And on this one in particular is like, this isn't a video about me. It's not like, Stanley Orchard, like let's see what Stanley Orchard does. This is good people. This is all of us as a group. This is, Rachel, you, Gus, everybody else. Maurice has a big part in the video. And so it was like, I had to make this one where it could be something that you would be proud to share, with your friends and family. So I took a lot of time and effort on this one. It's gonna be a good one. I promise you. It's gonna be a top 3 video all time that I've ever made. If not the best. I'm like that proud of it.
Nice. I'm gonna have a few. Going to be spread out over time because it's hot outside. But I got a few boat projects I'm going to get done, and I actually got a project that I'm going to be doing on the truck here real soon. So, yeah, I haven't done any truck projects, so that'll be a good one, too. Oh, did I tell you? I don't even know. I think I did on Facebook, so Stanley probably don't know. So I drove the new truck up there, right? And third day, I'm going into Michigan. All of a sudden, it's got a shake and a wobble. I'm like, what the hell? I pull over. Everything's good. Tire pressures are good. I cranked the lug nuts are all. I got the torque wrench with me. They're all torqued. And it took me about 3 or 4 stops. And then I drove real slow the last 100 miles or so, right? And then I was thinking maybe a belt broke in one of the wheels. I don't know what happened. One of the tires. And sure enough, that's what happened. Buddies, Leonard and Steve were looking at it, and they found a lump in the front tire. I'm like, well, that's it. So I took it to a local shop. And they're like, yeah, both of them are like that. So I had to pay, I don't know, $800, a little bit over, for 2 new front tires, but a different make and brand because I didn't want those same tires that were on it. So now I'm waiting for Discount Tire to call me back and say, yeah, we can get those for you. And then I got to replace the other 4 back, which would be about $1,600.
Ouch, man.
Ouch. And we just put new tires on Mama's car. So the good news is we'll have both vehicles, all new tires. We ain't gonna worry about tires for a while.
Yeah, it'll be the engine or the transmission that goes out.
Oh, man, why you got to do that?
Fate doesn't listen to me.
Look, if anything happens, y'all know it was Stanley's fault.
I'm not the Simpsons.
Yeah, well, don't fall off the boat and hit your head while you're up there in Wisconsin, okay? I wouldn't want that to happen.
Why would you do that to me? Fate, God, like they're going to listen to you more than they're going to listen to me.
I don't know about all that. What are you saying? Because I'm old?
Yeah, you've got a little more experience.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I got a lot of that. Oh man, what are we doing?
Man, you know what we're going to do? It's that time. We need to take a look at some photos.
I agree. It is that time.
Get some jams going on. And yeah, let's take a look. This is our photos of the week. This is brought to you by our premier fishing and hunting Discord server. If you're not a member, you need to jump into this now. We have a lot of fun sharing our experiences and getting to do all of that together. There is a link in the description of the video down below. Come and have some fun with us. Kicking things off this week, we got all these guys getting out and having all these good times.
Wow. There's just a whole bunch of fish.
It's not bad how to kick things off. That fish guy, Josh, that is the biggest gaff top they've ever caught. Wow. And anytime you have somebody who catches, he's got crappie and bluegills and I don't even know what else. He's got a warmouth or something up in there and a gaff top. Anybody who's getting into species like that is doing something right.
Yep, agreed.
Some pretty fish.
Mm-hmm. There's some good ones. There are some good ones.
Yeah. This is just FYI for anybody who's like looking for a way to spend your weekend. This is going to be how to do it right here. Just like these guys.
Ooh, some trout.
Nice variety.
Eels.
Chain pickerel enthusiast with his very first river smallmouth.
Nice.
Okay.
Got a long ear down there. Golly. Good fish.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting it done, unlike me this last couple weeks. Last couple months, heck. Week.
Yeah, so far I'm pounding the bluegills right now. Got a couple of not keeper walleye under my belt, but I have yet to hit a home run. And I've been trying for muskie pretty hard this time around. Hadn't got one yet.
Fish to catch, hard fish to catch. Oh, look at that crappie up there. Cats, bass.
That's all gunpoint,
smallmouth.
man. He's one of those guys who's just always out there getting it done.
Really, he is. What a mix.
Yeah. There we go. I got a thunderstorm in the background over here. Next up, we got Western Mud Pickerel Enthusiast. So for anybody who doesn't know, I don't know if they're doing it to mess with me or what the deal is. We're just going to have like a little laugh because I don't understand. This is Big Hit Savage.
Oh,
He changed his name, so we're going to run with that so he doesn't get credit under his regular moniker. But this is his typical haul for a week, 2 weeks.
nice. Fresh and salt.
Mm-hmm.
Very nice.
Of course, he had like 3 times as many than this. This is just all I could fit.
Dang. Ooh, look at that crappie.
Mm-hmm.
Man. That's a nice big bass up there, too. The photo's dark, but that's a nice bass. Big old head on it.
I'm envious of those guys up top right now. Buddha Lover and Reaper, man, that's what I've been looking for.
Yeah.
I just have not yet been able to get into those guys.
You will. Keep working at it.
Yep.
Mark
Oh,
J
she-
just cooked some fish, he says.
Yeah, Monica. I don't know if she sent her pictures in or not. Did she send?
Oh, I
pictures?
didn't get any from Monica, no.
Yeah, I thought she would send them straight to you. Yeah, she had like a new PB 4.6 bass.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Hey, 8 to 17, that can catch a snakehead. Just be careful and play them right. That's all.
I'd be doing it. I like to be undergunned, personally.
Yeah.
But this musky fishing I've been doing it with little, I don't even know what size they are, but with, trolling rods. And I've got I've got a light spinning rod out there that I'm like, man, like 10, 12 pound test. I really want to try getting into a muskie on one of those. My brother-in-law, he got into one. He got a muskie right before we got up here that he said had 6 inch. It was 6 inches across the back.
Wow.
He got a monster.
Wow.
And yeah, I don't know what to. I mean, since he caught that, I expect that the odds of us seeing another one are probably slim. But getting one on a light rod like that would be a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
So that's my take on that. I like to be undergunned.
Ooh, there's your flounder.
Yeah, he does that just to rub it in.
That is a big mullet. Holy crap.
He got that on rod and reel. He's over in
Oh.
Spain, so I don't know what the deal is with that, but he was doing that to rub it in also, telling me, because they don't take a bait here, but he caught one, rod and reel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, got a lot of color to it too.
Yeah. Yep. It's good fishes.
Yeah.
Good fishies.
Glad somebody's
course-
catching.
Yeah, it'd be nice to know what that feels
Right.
like.
These trout too. That's one I'm jealous of. They got a stream right up the road over here, and I want to hit it so hard, but it's been
Ooh.
raining just about every day we've been up here.
Yeah, it makes it hard.
Yeah.
Like a Freshwater drum up there. Bass. Nice.
Catfish stringer.
And out there on a jetty about to get slammed by a wave.
Yeah, I think that was Alberto pictures that Ben was sending in from Packery.
Nice. That's crazy.
Yeah. It's a good shot. Big wave.
Yeah, it is a very good shot. Ooh, we got some speckled trout. Man, those speckled trout are fat, right? Like a hunchback.
He's getting those up in like New Jersey.
Wow.
So yeah, that's, I don't know what nuclear power plant lake they're fishing in to get those guys, but yeah, he looks like he crossbred with a big freshwater drum.
All right, those are some good looking bass too. I like the pictures holding the bass with the rod in the mouth. That's everything in the picture.
Yeah, smallmouth goob. Now, again, one of those ones I don't remember anybody's names anymore. But smallmouth over here is the one that won the last. He's our current photographer of the week.
Oh, well, he's
been picking it up. He's catching good fish and taking good pictures. So, you keep up with shots like that, you're going to get more than one on the Wall of Fame this year. I promise you.
Yep, he's doing it right. Hey, real quick, hit that thumbs up, folks.
Yeah, please do. We would appreciate that. It helps us out, of course.
We would for sure. Oh, man, beautiful fish. Golly.
Yeah. I am jealous of that trout. I don't even know what kind that is, but that is just gorgeous.
It's like a brown, I think.
Is that a brown? Wow.
I think it's a brown trout. Nice bass. There's some more big mullet over there.
Humpty Dumpty. Yeah, that's him. I find this interesting and fun, and I wish we had more photos of it, but that's him spearfishing.
Wow.
Went out and speared a couple of mullet and that porky or sheep's head. I'm not sure what that is.
I'm not sure. Very cool.
Of course, anytime Moneybag gets out, he's going to get into something good.
Yep. Yeah, looks like I got a barracuda, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Here we go.
That's that foreign perch up there on the right up there. That's not in the States, is it?
No, I believe he's out of Australia.
Yeah.
I think it's Australia he's out of. Carlos 26.
Yeah. I remember the first time I started seeing those pictures and I'm like, where the hell are they catching perch like that? And I realized it was not in the States.
Beautiful little perch. That'd be interesting to, maybe get some of those over here. But also on top of that, he's out on a kayak doing what he's doing, and he gets a good picture when he's doing it. Yeah. Credit to Hondo doing the same thing. Like, he's catching good fish on a kayak and getting good pictures. That's hard to do.
Yeah, definitely. That's true. Good points.
Good job, guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, cheers to that. And then these were kind of like the last minute guys who popped in.
Another pike up there. Perch. Man, everybody catching fish but me and Grant.
Right.
What's up, Grant? We got to do something about that.
Yep. Yeah. We got to go fishing this week, Janet.
That sounds like a collaboration to me.
Gotta go fishing.
Yeah. It's like anytime I spend time going fishing, it takes away time from working on something.
It takes away time that you need to be spent on working on being able to go fishing.
Yeah, exactly. The boat and all that.
Mm-hmm.
It's a double-edged sword.
All right, so that is it. It is time for us to determine who is going to be our photographer of the week and earn themselves a spot on the 2024 Wall of Fame. We are running out of room, so now is the time. Get out there, go catch something amazing, and send it into the Discord server so that we can enjoy that along with you, and you can get yourself a spot on the wall here.
Let's see it.
These are our competitors for the week are going to be Carlos 26 with that awesome Australian perch, EVR with the beautiful brown trout, and Hondo with just an amazing shot out in the kayak with a big old bass.
Yeah, those are three excellent shots. You know what? Those could be like 3 different winners from three different times. You know what I mean? You put
Yeah,
3
they could.
really good shots head to head right here.
You're right about that.
Oh man!
And I want to say, so Carlos and EVR, I believe, are both on. Let me look real quick here. I think they're both on the Wall of Fame already. Carlos, where is he at? Yeah, he's up. Carlos is in the top left. He's on there. Do we have EVR yet?
Let's see.
We do not.
No,
I thought EVR was on there, but it looks like he has not got a win yet.
He might have been on 2023.
maybe.
It might have been. He was around back then. He might have been on there.
Yeah.
I
What's
can't
up?
resist voting for that trout. Beautiful,
Monica.
beautiful fish.
You know what? I'm going to go for that bass.
Thank you, Monica.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Hey, Monica. Hard to pick, but B. Yeah, Susie, appreciate that. But yeah, it's good all around. Any one of these guys could be on the board, and nobody's going to argue with that. Nobody's going to say that was not a good pick.
Exactly. Too bad we don't have. If we get a 3-way tie, that would be cool.
Well, I will say that any one of these guys. So this is something that we kind of implemented in the Discord server. If you put a tape on your fish, like especially Carlos, if you had a tape on that fish, EVR right now, we don't have either one of those fish on the biggest ones. So anybody who submits a server record for a fish, put a tape on it, and along with your picture, and we're going to accept server records for the Wall of Fame at the end of the year. Whoever has the biggest this fish, the biggest that fish. That's how I plan on getting my pictures on there. I'm not gonna cheat and compete with everybody else, but if I get the biggest, barracuda, that's the picture that I'm going to put on there. And I want that to be fair for everybody. So that goes with anybody. You got the biggest brown trout, then you're on there. That's it.
But you got to put it on a measuring stick to show it, right?
Yeah, it's got to be official. It's got to be fair. You got to put a tape against it so that we, can confirm. And that way, if somebody else catches one that is officially bigger, we can confirm that. And, we can be fair about it.
Very cool. All right.
Yeah, I went ahead and picked C because I think he kind of either took the picture himself or had to pull it off his GoPro or something. And I'd say D.
Yep.
I'd say EVR probably had somebody else take the picture.
Let's see here. We got one.
They're beautiful shots. I think it was, we got a lot of votes for everybody, completely fair, but it looks to me like EVR is the runaway on this one.
Yeah, it looks like 7.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, thank you very much. Carlos 26 Hondo, you deserve a big pat on the back for what you did. Congratulations, EVR. You are our photographer of the week. Welcome to the 2024 Wall of Fame. Also, a big pat on the back to Fish Guy Josh, Juicy's Heart, Gunpoint Llama, Western Mud Pickerel Enthusiast, Pepe Gap, Michael, and Nick G. All of you guys are going to be weekly waitlisters in the Discord server. Get yourself your roles, and we'll get you all taken care of on there.
Sweet.
So,
They did good.
we got a few minutes left here. Gentlemen, and everybody in the chat, now is the time. It's the 4th of July. We're going to be going outdoors, and we're going to be having some fun unless you're getting rained out. What are your plans for the weekend, and what can we expect to be holding you to when we get all back together next Tuesday and do this all over again? What's everybody got going on?
Tomorrow I am going to go with a couple guys that have beehives, and they've got an extra bee suit. It's going to be my first time, and I'm going to take the GoPro Max, the 360, and
Cool.
take my tripod for my phone and try to get as much video as I can.
Just FYI, if you want it to go viral, you have a better chance if your bee suit fails. Just saying. Even if it don't, start dancing around like there's a bee in your suit.
Yeah, just act like
it. That'll be hilarious.
Right. So yeah, that's tomorrow, and then we've got the farmers market Saturday, and we're going to try to get out and fish one of these evenings. We got to go catch some fish.
I agree with you. I got boat and truck work going on, so there will be videos chasing down some steering issues on the boat, trim tab issues on the boat, and installing something new on the new truck. So That's what I'll be working on. I don't know when the videos will be done. Some of those things are going to take multiple times.
Take your time, do them right. It's worth if it's worth doing, it's worth doing right. I'm doing the same. I'm going to be working on videos. I've got a Wisconsin video that I'm in the process of filming. I've got a sheep's head video that I need to edit, and I've got a black drum video that I need to edit. So I got piles and piles of work on top of me, and that's what I'm going to be planning on doing on top of fishing and driving back to Texas and getting ready for a hurricane. It's going to be a busy couple of days for me. And also I have to nuke a small town in Wisconsin, courtesy of Rachel. Oh, man. Everybody, check this out. Everybody in the chat is all kinds of fun things going on. Monica is becoming a bass ass. That needs to be a t-shirt.
A what?
A bass.
Bass assassin.
Bass assassin.
We got Darks hitting up NASCAR in Chicago.
Nice.
We go fishing. Going to do some surf fishing on Friday. That sucks. If for no other reason than the fact that you've got like a hurricane, and I'm guessing you're not going to be getting 6 to 8 foot surf on Friday.
Well,
I know we probably would be on Padre.
Very East Texas, so he's probably okay over there.
Probably, yeah, okay. We'll enjoy that then.
Yes.
I got no room to complain. I'm up in Wisconsin. I was complaining earlier behind the scenes because it was such a dreadful 70 degrees today during the day.
Whatever. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. Susie, camping with the grandson. That's how it's done.
Nice.
Aeon, go fishing for milkfish. No clue, man. That's outside of my range on that one.
Yeah, not familiar with milkfish here either.
Never heard of her.
Yeah. So
and Mark is going to be cleaning fish.
Nice.
Well, you get to eat them too, so that's worth it.
Yeah.
If he catches them and cooks them, you clean them and eat them.
I got no problem with that. Cleaning fish, like Rachel wants to go out catch everything she wants, and I get stuck cleaning them. I'm good with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really do appreciate it. Hope you get out, have a blast this weekend. Also, be very safe. It is a holiday weekend. We do have the storm bearing down on some of us. So make it a safe one. We want to make sure that when we all get back to this again on Tuesday, we're all got nothing but good stories to tell.
Exactly. Be safe.
Yep. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Peace out.
Have a great week.